Hello guys, si Cashan ulit ito at welcome sa episode 7 ng laro tayo ng Shoot Larry Reloaded. So okay, tuloy natin game natin. Last episode, akala natin yun na yung yun na yung swerte na si Larry. Kaso patri pala si Fawn. Dito pinerahan lang siya, so dito nagpunta sa kaliwa si tingnan nga natin si sundan natin kung masusundan natin si Faith.
It's a little red button. It's a little red button.
Dito siya nagpunta sa kabila eh.
This button won't depress. There's a little keyhole nearby, so apparently this button is in locked position. Forget about it, Larry. You'll never get in there.
Oh well, fine.
You press the button and the penthouse elevator door slides open.
Aha! Progress!
It's probably the door to a luxury suite.
Ito siya.
It's probably the door to a luxury suite.
Yeah, baby!
You travel a short distance up in the elevator, down a hall, into another elevator, and up another flight.
Whoa! This is totally wicked! Someday it's gonna be me living in one of these places. And then, watch out, pedestrians! Larry Laffer has a balcony!
This is your second major act of criminal trespass. Way to go! Awarded for entering Adam's penthouse. Check nga natin yung mga nandito.
A line of rubber tree plants cordons off this part of the penthouse. You inhale deeply.
Malathion! I can feel my genes mutating.
You give yourself a happy ending, giving the plants something ghastly to remember you by. Don't touch those plants, Larry. You have a brown thumb.
Hey, I gave up that habit years ago.
The sofa matches the chair. Matching furniture is a new thing, Larry. You should look into it. The wide, extra plush armchair is just the right size for the beast with two backs. No, we're not going to Google that for you. You sit in the armchair briefly. It's a luxurious experience until you stand up and the bottom cushion sticks to you slightly in one spot.
Ugh, I'm glad I'm not wearing shorts.
You sit on the sofa for a minute, then you stand up.
That was a delightful respite from my non-stop adventuring.
The area rug is plush and warm, and the golden blonde wood of the floor is in superb condition. The only negative aspect is the beating of the old man's hideous heart under the planks. But hey, every apartment has some downsides. This little side table has an interesting feature. When it gets warmer out, the table expands to seat 6. Right now, there's definite shrinkage. You examine the table carefully for a hint about what you're supposed to do next. But like most of the characters in the game, it just sits there and hopes you'll go away. You sweep a little dust under the rug, just to leave the place nicer than when you found it. It smells like a lot more than just arms have been resting on this armchair. It has that fresh orgy smell that actually comes in a bottle.
Doesn't everyone?
The bare floor tastes mellow and charcoal aged. The rug tastes like shredded wheat. Together they taste like a hearty breakfast. It's got that somebody's been sitting on my table commando style taste. The artist Justin McMiniman entitled this piece 1%. He later explained in an interview that the painting expresses his inner torment that only 1% of women have jugs this large. Another in the Justin McMiniman series, this one is entitled Blow Me. He describes the painting as a celebration of the jug as a traditional American woodwind instrument. He also likes that a jug reminds him of boobies.
The architecture is clearly neo-modern, reminiscent of Van der Rohe's later work.
You have no idea what you're talking about, do you?
Not a clue.
Incredibly, the painting tastes just like milk. And real milk, too. Not that new stuff with all the recombinant bovine growth hormone taken out of it. It smells like it would peel the chrome off a fender. You wiggle and jiggle the painting, but it won't come off the wall.
But I had fun trying, and that's what counts.
You gently cup the jug, then tweak it. Nothing happens.
That's what you think.
It's just a painting of a jug, Larry. Are you having trouble with your stereoscopic vision again?
Maybe.
If it was a real jug, this could get infinitely more interesting. Another in the Justin McMiniman line. This one is called Juice Box. He claims it sums up contemporary American culture as unhealthy, mass-produced, and environmentally ignorant. He also likes it because the word juice box sounds like lady parts. This painting is simply entitled Penis.
Well, I don't get it.
The walls are made of concrete. It's like living in a swank nuclear waste facility. You squeeze the box gently, but since it's really just a painting, no juice squirts out. You yank on the painting, but nothing comes of it. It smells like Ragin' Wild Banana Berry, which as far as you know, isn't a real fruit at all. It's 3-methylbutyl acetate. You've smelled something like that before, but you just can't put your fingers on it.
Ano pala to? Joystick?
That's valuable artwork. Keep your condom-picking hands off of it. Sorry, this game is 100% irony-free. This window in back of the penthouse's aesthetic-looking dining area looks out over the Lost Wages Strip.
Nga naman.
It smells very strongly of other people's bedroom.
There have been men and women together in here. You can tell. It sure is swank, though. And from the artwork, I'm pretty sure this is a man's room. It smells familiar. Yes! Yes! This is so true about dogs and the way they hide bones. It's like, why did you ask for the bone if you were just gonna bury it? Finally, a piece of art that really speaks to me about life.
A number of large rubber plants rim the window.
Rubber plants? So that's where they come from. I thought you had to buy them at the Come and Go.
That's not just a tree, it's a Great Western morning wood.
Morning wood.
This is a print of Alex Kotkin's still life, The Fruit of My Loins, 1979, $240 at the Wolfenfrau Gallery. This is a print entitled Bad Mr. Winky by Jason Zisk, who went on to design a line of offensive greeting cards, offensive samplers, and offensive doilies.
Silk sheets, tiger stripes on the bedspread? I gotta start taking notes. Silk sheet? I gotta start taking notes.
A simple reading lamp adorns the nightstand, but from the looks of things, not a lot of reading goes on here. The nightstand, while not stylish, is at least more functional than you are. It smells like dog breath. For some strange reason, it smells nothing like a tree. You lick yourself.
Oh my God, speaking of...
You prefer not to get your face anywhere near the base of the morning wood. A large earthenware pot encloses the tree's roots.
Oh, they smell all naturey.
From the aroma of the bed, you're guessing the owner doesn't spend a lot of time doing laundry. It smells pretentious.
I wish I could afford to be pretentious.
It smells funky. The lamp smells like baking dust. It tastes a bit like chocolate and hazelnuts. Looking around to make sure you're alone, you deftly fertilize the morningwood tree.
Only takes me 2 minutes. I've had a lot of practice.
You're too shy to show your little crested fern to the Great Western Morningwood. This painting has great personal significance for you. You choose not to do anything that would harm it. You give the plants a good dose of Laffer brand nitrogen-rich fertilizer. Please keep the property damage to a minimum, or they'll never let us shoot another game in this hotel. You've already broken in. Now you're going to defile the man's mattress? What John Waters movie did you just crawl out of? You perform a totally appropriate act of vandalism on the painting. This is clearly an alpha dog's territory, Larry. Don't start any fights you can't win. Just stop playing with it. How do you ever expect it to get better if you won't leave it alone? For some reason, the thought of touching someone else's morningwood is unappealing to you. You peer behind the painting, but other than an unlocked safe with $8,500 in cash in it, you... What? Oh wait, it's Monopoly money. Never mind. You give yourself a quick pat.
Got my wallet. Come in.
You poke through the substrate, but you find nothing useful. You move the painting and try to look beneath it, but there's absolutely nothing of interest either on the wall or on the back of the painting.
That must be why he hung it this way, with the interesting side facing out.
Larry Laffer, master of all that is obvious. You search among the leaves, but you find nothing worth stealing from your unwitting host. You peer behind the painting, but... Oh, wait. You look behind the painting. There's nothing there except the painting's certificate of offensivity.
Offensivity.
It's a closet, probably. It smells like leather and at least 6 different other flavors. That would theoretically involve opening the closet. According to color psychology, these walls were painted to the taste of someone who, deep down, is very shallow. You open the closet door.
Whoops!
A deflated love doll tumbles out onto the floor. Ever the gentleman, you help her up.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Hey, baby. You're beautiful. Want to come with me?
You nod her head.
Score!
You tuck the love doll into your jacket. At least now you don't have to go through the rest of this game alone. You close the closet door.
That's better. Now there's less evidence that I've been here.
This is Love Doll. Somebody has been overzealous, chewing a couple of holes in 2 of her most prominent features, and creating unanticipated 4th and 5th orifices. Ayan.
This is clearly an alpha dog's territory, Larry. Don't start any fights you can't win. You stop and turn around.
Now I know what this room smells like. Adam, I promise to put this to good use. I hope.
This door leads out onto a deck. You can see some of the Lost Wages skyline out there. You lick the door. Then you lick it a few more times because the flavors are subtle and sophisticated.
Yeah, baby!
really don't have to release your bilge water here, Larry. This isn't a carnival cruise. But somehow you think you'll end up on a lot of cruises in your life.
Reference sa isa sa mga, Just Shoot Larry games.
The sliding door is unlocked.
Oh, man. Bummer. I spent this whole night looking for a door I can open by sliding a newspaper underneath and poking the key out the other side of the keyhole so that it falls on the newspaper. Every computer game character gets to do that except me. It isn't fair. Oh, well. Let's see the deck. Ew. The door is all sticky and gross.
You step out onto the balcony, and an incredible vista greets you.
Holy shnikes!
You take in the sweeping skyline, the towering 8th-floor casino, the brunette in the hot tub at the neighboring penthouse.
That is positively the most drop-dead gorgeous woman I have ever seen. Imagine how beautiful she must be when you're standing within 100 feet of her.
Larry, haven't you learned not to judge someone by looks alone?
I can't hear you! La 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 la.
The penthouse is attractively situated on the very tip of Caesar's North Tower, jutting into the skyline like a soldier at attention.
Save muna natin dito. Buka natin. Hindi pwede. Akala pwede ka tumalon eh.
In high winds, these yuccas have been known to kill pedestrians. In high winds, these yuccas have been known to kill pedestrians. These yuccas are well potted. Don't you wish you were? Water cascades merrily down the rocks and feeds into the tub, creating the impression of a serene grotto. Wouldn't that be a great porn name? Serene Grotto. A ledge runs around the perimeter of the deck. The roof deck is spare but tasteful, which is more than you can say for anything else in this town. A beautiful woman sits in the hot tub regarding you with a mixture of curiosity and expectation. From here, she just smells like casino fumes.
Wala pa tayo magagawa dyan for now.
You give yourself...
Got comment?
You'd have to lean way over and risk falling down 8 backgrounds. You open the sliding glass door and go back into the penthouse. You go down in the elevator through a hallway, through a set of double doors, up a spiral staircase, and down 3 more elevators.
Baba muna tayo. Wala naman tayo magagawa eh. So, explore muna tayo. So, check tayo dito sa ibang floors. Ano yun?
There's some discarded clothing in the bushes. It looks like a pair of workman's coveralls.
Maybe the West Polynesian dong catcher ate them.
Save ko lang sa tali.
You give the plants a little of your own brand of tender loving care. You stroke the plant's leaves for a moment, just to try to make it feel better.
There. I never know how to comfort one of these things.
You take the coveralls out of the bushes.
Yeah, baby! Tingnan ko na yun. This is a pair of workman's coveralls. Probably one of the casino's maintenance people. Check natin, teka. This wouldn't be a good place to inflate her, but you spread her out a little for a moment, just to survey the damage and see what delights may lie in store for you. You go through the pockets of the coveralls, looking for anything useful.
Yeah, baby.
Wow, you find a key of some sort. You put the key in your pocket, finding nothing else in the coveralls. You toss them away. Let the NPCs worry about them, right? Ano ba yan? It's a key. There's a small CP stamped into one side. You try bending the key, but since only one of your hands is strong and well developed, you can't do it. Saan kaya gagana tong susi na to? Doon kaya sa second, ano? Doon kaya sa ano natin? Yung nakalock na ano, pinto, na button, doon kaya yun?
Nothing seems to have any effect on this button.
Okay, so hindi. Subukan natin sa ibang floors. Subukan natin sa 6. Kaya tingnan ka muna ulit.
That key doesn't open this door. That key doesn't open this door. That key doesn't open this door. That key doesn't open this door.
So, hanap tayo ng ibang floors. So, 5. Check natin isa-isa.
That key doesn't open this door. That key doesn't open this door. That key doesn't open this door. That key doesn't open this door.
Hanapin natin kung nasaan. 4.
That key doesn't open this door.
Doon tayo nang galing eh. Subukan natin sa... Dito muna sa 2.
The key fits in the lock. You turn the bolt and the door easily opens. See how that works there?
Yeah, baby.
Okay ah.
You walk through a maze of twisty little passages, all alike, until finally you walk through an archway and into...
Holy guacamole!
With the humidity at about 150%, your leisure suit immediately wilts sadly. A feeling not wholly unfamiliar to you.
Au contraire, Pierre. The humidity will make my suit cling to my body and show off my physique.
Your breath, have you been eating roadkill?
Teka.
Ah!
Ano yung mga nakikita natin dito?
This machinery probably maintains the pool's salinity, oxygenation, and other technical stuff that doesn't interest you. The bins look like they contain little dead fish to feed to the aquarium's larger animals for when they turn tricks. Wait, did we say turn? We meant do. The bins look like they can... Wait. The sign is a list of precautions, such as high salt content pool, remove fillings before swimming.
Ooh, big water.
Save ko nga, dali. Natin kung pwede tayo tumalon sa tubig. Di pwede.
You scoop up a bit of the water and rub it between your fingers.
I'm guessing 2 parts hydrogen, 5 parts oxygen?
You take a sip of the aquarium water.
It's so refreshing with just a hint of whale.
Whale ito, meron ng whale dito.
You don't stand a chance with that heart-stoppingly beautiful woman if you walk around befouling things with your flotsam and jetsam. It smells like rotting fish juice, as opposed to regular fish juice, which is nearly as unpleasant. You open the bin. There's nothing inside but a little fetid fish water in the bottom. You open the bin. There's nothing inside but a little fetid fish water in the bottom. Larry, not in front of the marine mammals.
That's a horrible way to talk about that beautiful young lady.
This machinery smells a lot better than your machinery. You try to wiggle the machinery's whatchamacallit, but it's too firmly anchored to the thingamajig.
Ooh, big water.
There's a squid sticking out of the creel. An incredibly sexy woman, the hotel's mermaid, stands by the edge of the pool. What? Stroke that girl's glistening, wet, firm, tanned body? But you don't even know her. An incredibly sexy woman, the hotel's mermaid, stands by the edge of the pool. You get close enough to smell her. She smells so fresh and clean and vibrant and sexy and soft.
Oh my God! I think I'm in love with her pheromones.
Pakilala tayo.
Yeah, baby!
She stands before you, totally unself-conscious of her near-nakedness. That's encouraging.
Yes?
Teka. Yeah.
There are lockers against the wall, but for some reason, you're having trouble focusing on them. You could gaze at that snorkel forever. Okay, it's settled. You would die for her. Her luxurious sable hair frames her perfectly heart-shaped face, simultaneously ripping your heart from your chest and dipping it in a vat of molten love.
Those are the arms I've been dreaming about.
That's weird. I dream about my arms a lot too.
See? We're simpatico.
Water pipes line the tile and concrete walls. This must be some sort of big water room.
Those are the arms I've been dreaming about.
That's weird. I dream about my arms a lot too.
See? We're simpatico.
Okay, it's settled. You would die for her. You glance at her breasts, then look away. It's not like you don't find them attractive. It's just that you're afraid of bursting a blood vessel. Her face smells warm, soft, and kissable. To her credit, none of those are usually thought of as smells. Her hair smells like the beach. The beach just down the street from your dream world, which you call naughty, naughty heaven. You can't really smell her arms, as all the blood seems to be rushing away from your face and down to your head. You can't really smell her arms, as all the blood seems to be rushing away from your face and down to your head. All you can smell right now are her pheromones, which are currently making your toes vibrate. Don't lick those lockers unless she asks you to, which is highly unlikely to happen. They smell like 1/4 moisturizing cream.
Okay.
Who are you? What are you doing here? And how did you get in? This is a restricted area.
Me? I'm Larry. Larry Laffer, I found a key that fits this door. That's kind of what I do.
Well, points for boldness then, Mr. Laffer.
Call me Larry.
Okay, Larry. I'm Jasmine.
I pretend I have no idea who she is. I'm sure I take her job seriously. They like it when you comment on their chest. I'll slide out of this conversation for now.
So Jasmine, tell me, how does one get a gig doing nothing but whaleback riding?
Oh, I do much more than that. Riding Mr. Wiggles is just the fun part. I also get to feed him, and clean up after him when he gets sick, and carefully cleanse his blowhole.
Really? That's funny. I've got a...
Don't go down that path, Larry. You'll blow it.
I've got a feeling. A feeling that that's a terrible job. Why don't you quit?
What? And give up show business?
Okay. I can't help but talk about how she smells.
Gee, Jasmine, for a girl who's around fish all day, you sure do smell good.
Oh, thank you. It is difficult to stay fresh.
Your perfume is fantastic.
Thanks, Larry. I guess you could say that I'm somewhat of a perfume connoisseur.
Larry, a connoisseur is one who understands the details, techniques, and principles of an art, and is competent to act as a critical judge.
I actually knew that.
I can't help but talk about how she smells. I'll show her I know what a connoisseur is.
So, you understand the details, techniques, and principles of perfume and are competent to act as a critical judge?
Exactly. Gosh, Larry, it's like you know me. Inside and out.
Inside? Wow. Just wow.
Perfume's my passion. I have like literally 1,000 perfumes. Some of them are really, really, really expensive. I don't think there's one I don't have.
I can't help but talk about how she smells. I show her I know what a connoisseur is. So she always smells just fantastic.
You always wear perfume?
Oh, yes. A lot of the time, that's all I wear.
Oh my God! Oh my happy, happy God!
Cross perfume off my list.
You always wear perfume?
Oh, yes. A lot of the time,
Oh!
Cross perfume off my list.
Well then, I guess it's safe to assume you don't need more perfume.
Are you kidding? I'm dying for something new. Something fresh. Something original. But at this point, I don't think there's a man on Earth who could come up with that.
There's your cue, Larry. But where are you going to find a unique perfume that she's never smelled before?
Yan. Time to slip out and work my magic.
It's great to meet you, Jasmine. I'll be back in a flash with something you're going to love.
No need to hurry, Larry. I'm about to go on break, but I really hope I see you later.
Teka. Bago tayo umalis. Last na lang.
Excuse me, let me just brush that stray hair out of your face.
Thank you.
You pretend to carefully move a thin, wet tendril of raven hair out of her face, brushing her cheek with the base of your thumb. She closes her eyes and it sends a shiver down your manly spine. You don't need any flotation devices right now, but it's good to know they're in easy reach.
Okay.
Excuse me, that's Mr. Wiggles' food. He might not like it with someone else's body stink on it. Nothing personal.
How could I possibly take that personally?
Okay, so teka, exit muna tayo dito.
You walk through a little maze of twisty passages, all alike, until you find your way back to civilization.
Okay. Nasa atin pa ba yung susi? Ayun o, ito pa. Kailangan buksan natin ulit. Tingnan natin kung umalis na
You
siya.
turn the bolt with the key and enter the aquarium. There's
Ayun.
nobody here.
Jasmine must have gone on break.
Okay, nice.
Mr. Wiggles seems to be taking a break. How much whale did you want to taste?
Just a little, I swear. Like, less than half a sandwich.
Then nothing doing. We're not cutting up our whale just for half a sandwich. You take a sip of the aquarium water.
It's so refreshing with just a hint of whale.
You take a sip.
It's so refreshing with just a hint of whale.
How much whale?
Just a little.
Then nothing doing. We're not cutting up our whale just for half a sandwich. You lovingly pet Mr. Wiggles, something you do almost every night. Larry, how could you even think of doing something like that? After all, this is a male whale. You start to pick up the creel, but it's sopping wet. You decide you don't really need all those squid. You never know when a recently deceased squid will come in handy.
Yeah, baby.
It's a dead squid, such as you might find in a bucket of chum, or washed up on the Jersey Shore by the thousands every day at low tide. You poke it and prod it, but it just sits there quivering in a disturbing fashion. Come on. Medyo ano tong gagawin natin, pero kailangan to para sa game eh. Kailangan gawin to eh.
Carefully, you tip the hot sauce bottle into Mr. Wiggles' blowhole and pour out the entire contents. Bubbles rise to the top of the sauce as it slowly glugs down into the whale's inner recesses. Don't try this at home.
Easy there, big fella. He can't take any more. He's gonna blow!
Deep within the aquarium, the overspiced whale gives a mighty heave. Something floats to the surface of the aquarium. Mr. Wiggles swims away, snorking constantly.
Nice going, Ahab. Now we have to say some cartoon animals were injured in the making of this game. Awarded for pouring the hot sauce into the whale's blowhole. Kailangan kasi gawin yan eh.
Unless you miss your guess, and you usually do, Mr. Wiggles has upchucked some ambergris. It could be something else, but let's just not go there. From here, it smells pretty much like all the other whale vomit you've ever smelled. That will be a sure buzzkill if you expect any sex tonight. You kneel and scoop the water towards yourself until the ambergris is within reach. It's gooey and revolting, and you stick it in your pocket without a second thought. You're not really capable of second thoughts.
Yeah, baby.
Check natin. This is a gushy mess of whale effluent, also known as ambergris. This is a you plunge your hand into the ambergris and feel around inside for anything interesting, like krill or pieces of a marionette or a squid or a squid beak. You find nothing. Kailangan gawin yan eh. Part yun ng game eh. Ano tayo kailangan makuha dito, kaya lang hintayin natin siya minsan malakas dito eh. Makikita pa. Wala eh. Hinahanap natin dito pusa. Punta tayo dito sa kabilang screen. Teka, tama ba nakikita ko?
Papers, cans, and even the occasional syringe give the curb a warm, welcoming feel.
Kailangan natin yung syringe.
You don't need any of that litter, at least not now. You don't need, at least, it's nice and solid and doesn't...
Hindi makuha, so teka. Huwag na muna. Hanapin natin, may nanatay ito'y pusa. Ayun!
With the thought that so many celebrities have stood where you're standing now, you get a little chill running up and down your spine.
It makes me feel like my mediocrity is almost touching their mediocrity.
The pussy is avoiding you. Sound familiar? The cat isn't letting you get close enough to sniff it.
I know! If I can't sniff it, how do I know which one of us is dominant?
You'll have to get closer. You'll have to get closer.
Kulang pa? Tumakbo eh. Paano natin siya, ano? Meron ba tayong item pwede bigay sa kanya? Teka ha. Kailangan mo natin to.
Careful, the West Polynesian dong catcher eats those too. Don't leave that where a mediocre celebrity might stumble over it and sue you.
Ah!
The little can is feeling pretty light.
Paubos na. Kaya natin yung pusa. Pag lumabas ulit yun, baka kailangan ko ibigay dun yung ano. Ito, yung squid. Tingnan natin kung magugustuhan niya to.
Don't leave that where a mediocre celebrity might stumble over it and sue you. You hold the squid out to the cat. You quickly grab one of the used syringes lying all too plentifully around lost wages. With a startling adeptness that raises questions about what you do in your free time, you extract the fluid from the cat's musk glands. The cat runs off without so much as a vengeful backwards glance that might foreshadow a sequel, or at least a really bloody scene later. Congratulations! You've got the best available local civet.
Score!
Yeah, baby.
You have such a gentle touch with that discarded syringe. Awarded for extracting the civet from the cat. You've captured some rare feline essence, approximating civet. You don't dare squirt any of it or just out for kicks. It's a precious and offensive commodity. Teka. Okay, 2 minutes na lang, pero bago tayo mag-quit guys, kailangan bumalik na muna tayo sa ano.
Taxi!
Balik tayo sa ano, sa lefties.
What, are you my only customer tonight?
Bumpy road next 12 years.
Lucky 21, pal. Fork it over. Thanks, kid.
Magkano pa ba yung funds natin? 198, marami-rami pa. Okay, end na muna natin dito guys. Yung susunod na gagawin natin dito sa loob na eh. Okay, so end natin dito. So okay guys, Cash and Velosa signing off. Tuloy na lang ulit natin ito next episode.